morning. This is your Pradeep Chaudhary. Today, in this class, I would like to explain about verb. So, verb describes an action or a state of being or an occurrence of the subject. So, it is the soul of the language. So, main probably verb means any action, whether in a present tense or in a past tense or in a future tense. So it describes about an action or a state of being or occurrence of the subject. If you see the example, I eat an apple daily. So it is the action. My routine action is I am eating apple. I eat an apple daily. It is my routine action, my habitual action. So here I eat an apple daily. It is simple present tense because we used V1 here. Second example, I am a student. So it is state of being. Now right now I am a teacher. My status is, my position is I am a teacher. Otherwise I am a collector, I am a doctor, I am a lawyer, I am a driver. This is called state of being. Regarding our position, present position. So in that way we can use. Here am is helping verb. Regarding be forms, we used to use in a present continuous tense. Next one, it rained heavily, occurrence, which occurred. So it rained heavily, it rained. Rained is here V2, simple past tense. So it rained heavily, this is the occurrence. Occurred in a past tense. It rained heavily yesterday. It rained heavily day before yesterday. So here the verb is explaining and describing about action or state of being and occurrence of the subject. Now this verb is going to divide into two types. One is regular verbs, another one is the irregular verbs. If you see all regular verbs are going to end with D and ED regarding past and past participle. So V1 present form, V2 past form, V3 past participle form, V4 continuous progressive form. So here if you see these examples, walk V1, walked V2, walked V3, walking V4. Here V2 and V3 are same. Walked and walked. They ended with ED. Sometimes they will end with a D also here. So past is V2, past participle is V3. Now in a regular verbs, V2 and V3 are same. Okay, now second example, talk V1, V2 talk, V3 talk, V3 talking. Next example, clean, V1 is clean, V2 clean, that means past. Past participle V3 clean, and next cleaning. Next book V1, book V2 past, book V3 past participle. Next booking. Accept V1, accepted V2 past tense, accepted V3 past participle, accepting. In this way all regular verbs they will end with D or ED in past and past participle. Nothing but V2 and V3, both are same. And next one is the irregular verbs. So if you see irregular verbs, it is not like that regular verbs. It won't end with D and ED. So the three forms are different here. V1 is different, V2 is different, V3 is different, and V4 also different here. If you see the examples, V1 is go, V2 went, V3 gone, V4 going. Different forms. Next example, cut. some cut, 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 cutting. So here V1, V2, V3 are same. Cut, cut, cutting. Next come. V2 came. V3 come. V4 coming. So these are the irregular forms. These irregular forms are divided into 4 ways. We can use in a 4 ways. 4 types are there. First one is all the 3 forms are same. V1, V2, V3. These 3 forms are same. Only V4 form is different. Present form, past participle form are same in a one category. If you see example, put, putting. V1 put, V2 also put, V3 also put. V4 is putting. Next one is V1 shed, V2 shed, V2, V3 also shed. V4 is shedding. So now if you see here, all the 3 forms are same. V1, V2, V3 are same. V4 is the in form, progressive form. This is the first step. And the second one is all the 3 forms are different. All the 3 forms are different. V1 is different, V2 is different, V3 is different, and V4 is different. If you see the examples, give, gave, given, giving. Now give is a V1, gave is a V2, given is a V3, giving is the V4. Now here 4 forms are different. All the 3 forms, nothing but V2, V1, V3. And next one, only past and past participle are same. Already I told you, V1 is equal to present tense, V2 is equal to past tense, V3 is equal to past participle, V4 is equal to progressive form, continuous form. So here past and past participle, V2 and V3. If you see here, fit, fitted, fitted, fitting. Here V2 and V3 are same. Past form and past participle both are the same here. And another one, present and past participle forms. V1 and V3 are same. Present form means V1, past participle means V3. These 2 forms are same. For example, come, came, come, coming. Here come V1. Again V3 also come only, same. V1 and V3 are same. V2 is different. Next one is run, ran, run. Here V1 run, V3 also run. V4 is running. So these are the 4 forms in irregular verbs. And next one, categorization of verb based on the object. Now based on the object, it's divided into 2 types. One is transitive verb, second one is intransitive verb. In a transitive verb, 2 types are there. One is monotransitive verb, second one is ditransitive verb. So a transitive verb is nothing but the verb used to take object. That means verb is taking here object. Those types of verbs are known as the transitive verb. In that monotransitive means the verb takes only one object. The verb takes only one object. Those types of sentences are known as the monotransitive verb. If any verb is taking one object, that kind of verbs are known as the monotransitive verb. If you see the example, I play football. Football is the object here and a verb is the play. Now play took only one object, football. So now it is a monotransitive verb. Next one is the ditransitive verb. The verb takes 2 objects. Di means two. Ditransitive. We're taking two objects. Monotransitive. Mono means one. Only taking one object. If you see the examples, Meena presented me a gift. So here me a gift, both are two objects. All pronouns are indirect objects. Nouns are the direct objects. So here me, pronoun, it is an indirect object. A gift, it is a noun, direct object. Now in these two sentences, two objects are there. Here verb is presented. Now presented to two objects. That is called ditransitive verb. And next one is the intransitive verb. In that there is no object. That means verb is not taking any object. I play, I eat, I go, she sees, she comes. In this way, these kinds of, he dances well. Here well is not an object. Okay? So in this way, intransitive verb is present. In intransitive verb is not taking any objects. Those kinds of verbs are known as the intransitive verb. And the next one is the linking verb. Linking verb means it is going to connect two words. Between two words, one verb is there. That verb is known as the linking verb. Especially, it is going to link subject to a noun or adjective in the place of predicative. So a predicative means what? Verb plus object is equal to predicate. Regarding full sentences, subject plus predicate is equal to sentences. Now predicate means what? Predicate is equal to verb plus object. In a predicate, verb is there, object is there. So in the place of the verb and object, if any linking or any main verb is going to link between two words, like a subject and object and a noun, then it will be becoming the linking verb. If you see the example, he remained silent. Now here reminded is talking about the silent. Now reminded plus silent is equal to predicate, because it is a verb, because it is an object. It is combining subject and he is a subject. Silent is a noun. These two are connected with the verb. The verb is called linking verb here. Next example. The matches are full of sticks. Now here sticks are noun and the matches are the subjects. Now R is the linking verb. The room is very spacious. Spacious is a noun. The room is the subject. IS is the helping verb. Nothing but the linking verb here. Here IS is ARER, reminded. These are the linking verbs because they connected the subject and the noun. So those are called linking verbs. For example, some words like appear, feed, taste, become, look. Thank you.